Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another stream here on Apnea MTG. I'm your host, Apnea. We'll be doing some fun historic today. Big shout out and thank you to Wizards of the Coast and Stream Elements for the creative program. As the new format here, no camera because my little one is running around. And if you haven't watched this before, don't want to put him on stream yet because I don't think that's fair to him. So he can decide that when he's older in life. So no camera, but nobody wants to see my ugly mug anyway, which is fine by me. So this week is Friday Night Magic at Home Historic All Access, which is great. That's not really anything we're taking advantage. I've already completed the 2 quests here, which this still doesn't show up, but this is a glitch. I did receive gems when this happened, so definitely got this. But the deck that we are playing is Historic Rogues. I've got a couple different rogue decks. We started out as 8-rack, which I'm still working on, and then I've got another Jund deck coming up. A stack, but we are doing Rogue Knot. This one's a little bit interesting. I'm just trying to basically be a rogue deck. We had Waste Knot in here for a while. I've since taken it out for 2 Kroxa and a couple Audacious Thieves. But our idea is just basically to be a disruptive, aggressive deck. So like the old school Jund and the old school Fairy decks. But we're focusing on rogues because that's kind of what we have right here. And with Una's Blackguard, which is the card I've highlighted, obviously, we really get a lot of disruption in these colors. And you can see this is mainly black splashing red. I am splashing red for Kroxa. This may come out. I'm debating playing a couple of the shrines in here, a few copies of shrines in here. They're hard to interactive. It gives us reach, and it does actually work really well with this type of deck. Especially since the Audacious Thief so far almost never gets to attack. I'm just dropping him and getting a trigger from Thieves Guild Enforcer. And then maybe a counter from Una's, but I almost never get the card draw off him, so I do need some more card draw here. But with Liliana, we don't want too much card draw. And you can see I'm only running 1 Liliana, and then I'm running a single Tiny Bones too. Where's Tiny Bones? I'm running a single Tiny Bone. That just gives us a little bit more reach. The Davriel, again, gives us a little more reach, but these may come out for Shrines. Shrines are harder to interact with. And granted, if I just had the red Shrine in here, I'd be pinging for 2 or 3 life or whatever that is. A couple of Shrines may be better than this. But so far, it's been working really well. Goblins is a hard matchup, but the Robber of the Rich, if they can't take care of it right away or they don't block it, makes the matchup's a lot better, a lot better, because we can play so many of their cards right back at them that we are playing basically a mirror match goblin deck. Like our Matron, if we steal a Matron from them, we can get our Tin Street Dodger. There are some of the goblins that we don't want to see, but we have Elspeth's Nightmare to help deal with some stuff too. And then a single Gonti. I had a Gonti. He's an Etherborn Rogue, so it helps. And then he does give us a card. I'm debating whether or not to craft a couple more of him. At least one more, and maybe take out, like, I don't know, Audacious Thief for him. This 3 spots just kind of messed up. I'm playing this in best of 1. I don't really have best of 3 lists, but my idea, I can't spell Massacre. For some reason, my mic keeps turning off. I don't know how long that was off for, but it does keep shutting down, which is really annoying. I'm going to have to go back and watch this video, and I hope that that whole thing isn't blank. Again, my microphone has not been working very well, to say the least. So I'll kind of keep an eye on it as best as I can. I apologize if there's a whole bunch of blank stuff. Again, this is Historic Rogues. I know at one point my microphone was on. Just hoping it's still there. We're just going to duress here. Asban, he's running Explore. Shatter the Sky is worse for us. We'll let him just go ahead. So this is probably Field of the Dead. Una's Blackguard here into, hopefully, a second red source, and then we can double 10th Street and make him discard. Before, so he's going to play 1, explore again. Oh, we want to get real low, and then we're going to try and rip the Golos out of his hand before he has a chance to play it. So here he's going to land, explore something, and then we're going to at least a single 10th Street. We may, depending on what he actually does here. So he's going to double land. If he goes down to 2 cards, he's got Field. There we go. So he can play Golos now. Next turn, obviously, not this turn. Just Rankle. I think we're just going to Mind Rot and swing. This is a pretty slow start for this deck. So he kept the Golos. Kind of knew you'd do that. But next turn, we can Rankle and make him sack it. And discard at the same time. I'm gonna go get something. Field of Ruin. Not a big deal. And here now we don't have to take. Yep, they discard and sacrifice a creature. I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to make sure. There we go. So this is going to be a little bit difficult to get around, but we're swinging for 4 a pop here. He's going to blow up my Castle Locthwain, I would imagine. Just fine. It's the mailman, buddy. We'll get it in a minute, bud. Yeah, so looks like he's going to destroy my red source, which is fine. We're just going to go get a red source anyway. And he's going to get another trigger off that. So there we go. That's probably a dangerous move, but we're going to try it anyway here. It doesn't matter as much here. We're just going to swing for 6, 7, and then he's going to go down to 1. I don't know. He's going to get a +1. So I think this is just lethal anyway. Because this is going to be 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be 7, and if Rankle stays on the field, then we'll just Blood Crypt. So I only have to do 1 damage. This is where I was thinking about putting the Shrines in, because the Shrines will give me more reach here. Go ahead and win anyway. But the Shrines give me a little bit more reach to get those last points of damage in, which has been pretty difficult. And I think they'll actually end up working better than the Audacious Thief, but who knows. Hey, more gems. Yay. So I think this is my 5th game today with this deck. So I'm 3-2 with this deck right now, which is pretty good. This is actually pretty good. I'm actually gonna thief here instead of duress. I'm gonna thief at the end of his turn, and then I can robber of the rich, and he'll still more than likely have more lands than me, so or more cards in hand, so I'll get a trigger off. But let's see what happens. It's like pirates, which is interesting. So the nice part here is we're just going to keep milling, so don't really care if he blocks this. If he wants to trade like that, that's fine. Next turn I can Kroxa and Duress, or I can just Audacious Thief. Either of which is fine. Yep. I just Gonti. See what he's got in his hand. Take Fiery Cannonade, and make him discard. So he's looking at Admiral, Packet Pass, a land, and then Captain. Okay. So no attacks, it's not worth losing our Thief there. Let's see how this goes. Yep. And this is not going to be good. We've been going up against a lot of aggressive decks, and Pirates has a lot more reach than our other decks. So this should pump up my Thieves Guild Enforcer. I think the only thing we can get is the Corsair Captain. And that's more important just to get it out of his hand. We got enough. We're not going to be able to... And this is the thing too, is like with Kroxa, I'm not really getting to the point where I can actually cast Kroxa, which I thought I would be. So I think Shrines' reach might be better. Got a trade here, which is fine. Doesn't really do me any good here, but we are gonna mill a metric butt ton from him. And then if he wants to trade for Admiral, that's fine. But he's not going to, obviously. He's tricks up his sleeves. Nothing. Got another Admiral. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see if he's gonna block here. He is, which means I can cast Kroxa. It should be good. And then we have Davriel next turn, so we should be alright. And then this for chumps, and then if he gets a haste guy here, we're in shit, but that's pretty much all he can do. Yeah, so we win. Again, getting there. So it's pretty fun. This is pretty much it. Not that Pirates is tier 1 or anything, not that this is tier 1, but it is a fun deck to play. That is probably the first time I've cast Kroxa and actually gotten something out of him. Usually we don't have enough in our yard, which is unfortunate, but worked out pretty well. In a pretty terrible hand, so I think we're gonna pitch it, especially going first there. This isn't that much better. I'm actually gonna pitch Rankle and then go from there. And then here we're just hoping to draw red. We do not get it, so this is all we got till next turn. We have Elspeth, so if he drops a Steam Doucher, Pyromancer, that's fine. Just get him off the field. I'm actually really surprised how well this card has been working out. Shock him, sure. Red. Come on, red source. Nope. Take Skewer. You can't cast them both. So, I take Wizard's Lightning. Again, not hitting this red is hurting us, especially with the Gutter Snipes coming down. There's the red. Not the greatest time to play this, but I will get a card as long as it's not a land. I do. It's a light up the stage. If he trades, I don't get to cast it. And something else, but I do get to cast it anyway. So I have Duress, Audacious Thief, and a Tin Street, which is really nice. So I can cast everything. He's just going to concede. Fair enough. Alright, so we want red cards. I'm trying to go, so we could do shrines here. No, put 2 eyes in it. Why did I get Honden of Knight's Reach for 4, discards a card for each shrine. That's fine, but you don't get to. Do I not have the other ones? Looks like I don't have Stonefang. I think this is a really good sideboard card. I think this as well. I don't. This discard to do it? I don't think so. I do think we could definitely hit one of these. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw one of these in for that. Okay, I think my mic was shut off completely that time. Again, I don't know what's going on with my mic, so I apologize, guys. It's been really weird lately. I think we just run 3 light up the stage and see how that goes. Cancel. Craft all. Alright, I think I had to make 1 uncommon there. Alright, so yeah, let's see how this goes. I don't understand why my mic just keeps shutting off. It seems fine, and then all of a sudden the program will mute it. So I don't know if it's a deal with my port or what. But yeah, I apologize for that. It's going to be a lot of me like actually talking. Actually, you guys won't know I'm talking unless it cuts me off in the middle. It's just going to be a lot of silence, which is kind of crappy. But I'll put the other mic in next time I do this. I guess we're going to go aggressive here into Duress once we see what land he's playing. Because Duress can whiff, right? We're always getting this 1 damage in. Witch's Oven. Alright. Well, Duress doesn't do us much good here then. Bubbling Cauldron. Treasure Map. And then Elspeth's Nightmare? He's just gonna sack it. That's the problem here. Let's see if he does before I attack. Doesn't. I'm just gonna make him discard. And I'm going to try and set it up so I can trade with the Familiar. I can keep blocking. That's fine. But now, yeah, like now if he attacks, he's in a place where is no bueno for him. Yeah, I mean, he can pop it back now if he wants, and again, we can trade successfully with it, which is what we really are trying to do. Corpse Knife, sure. Yeah, this is going to be a really difficult one, just because the Witch's Oven, I basically have no good trades here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then just 4. Needs 8 in there. Yeah, we're not going to be able to come back from this. We're just going to call it. I don't want to sit here while he activates Oven for an hour. That's not fun at all. I hate that card so much. And it's not because of it being broken or anything. It's just because of how long it makes the games. It's the client side. Nobody wants to sit there where somebody does the same thing 47 times on their turn, especially with no timer. If we had a timer in best of 1, I wouldn't care as much. Yeah, we can keep this. No turn 1 play is kind of crappy. And we're actually going to play Blackguard, Robber of the Rich, then we'll have light up the stage. And Robber will make them discard while we get it. So this is going to, should be pretty good here. So we're going to play a Mountain Robber. So I get the trigger here, and if he does damage, which he should, he's going to have to discard. And then I'm going to light up the stage, which seems pretty good. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Gonti's going to have to go bye-bye. Deafening Clarion? Sure. I don't think it's worth it to play Gonti here. I'd rather have this chick out with Davriel on the field. Especially knowing that he's got Deafening Clarion main deck.
Let's tidy up in there.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us hard. Yeah. All right.
Empty your mind.
Empty your mind. So even if he doesn't trade here, I'm gonna make him sacrifice that because that thing's gonna get completely out of control. So if we can keep this up and keep his hand low, Davriel should get us there, even if he bounced Rankle.
I've got it.
That's gonna put him down to 5.
Struggling.
So at this point, it's what he just doesn't cast a card.
Don't worry, I got this.
Sure. Yeah. We know what he's trying to go for there with pumping that thing up in an insane amount, but fortunately for him, we had a good draw. Yeah, it looks like we're just playing some jank. We haven't hit any of the meta decks yet. And that's strange. Usually, well, earlier I was hitting nothing but meta decks. Unfortunate, but yeah, we'll try. I am gonna Thieves Guild here into Una's. Just to see. Okay, so we're playing mono blue, it looks like. So if we get a red, we'll be set. It's not a red. Let's see what he's got in his hand. Quasi-duplicate can go away. Enforcer. We need to get that red pretty soon here. He's gonna be able to out. He's got Brazen Borrower. See if he bounces something right now, and he's probably gonna bounce this one, which is fine. We're just gonna play it one more time, and it's gonna mill him. He's still got a crew too. But he can Brazen here. That's the wrong one, buddy. You're gonna have to discard now. And double discard, so. What I mean, like, just straight up disruption is this is what we want. we're doing a whole bunch of awesome sauce here. We're just gonna make him discard his whole hand. He can flash something into play or bounce something. But I don't think it's gonna be enough, and these guys all have so many things on it. Yeah. And again, we're just gonna flash them right back into play. And we're almost halfway through their deck. So we want that double trigger. And this is the downfall about playing mono red like this, is I get all these triggers. And he's at 19 cards, so 21 cards left in his deck and 4 life. I don't think he's got anything he can do here. We're just going to attack on out. So yeah, the mono blue deck shouldn't be too much of an issue, but that was mono blue control list as opposed to the mono blue aggro that runs a lot of creatures and trying to get one out on turn play. Turn play on turn 1 and put. Oh man, why can't I think of the card that draws a card every time? I'm gonna duress, I think. Turn 1. The pot erasure. It's not great. That is great though. Yeah, we get a Nicol Bolas off of it, which is great. And he's cool because all those cards are any row. So if I keep that, even if he gets rid of this dude, it's fine by me. And arterial flow, that's nice. So he's probably gonna murder a Strider, yeah, I would say. And then we're gonna have to start making him discard here pretty soon. Oh, Agrath. Agrath. Whatever, however you pronounce that thing. So you just get zombie here and a card draw. Alright, so we'll see if he drew a land. If he didn't draw a land, we should be in good shape. If he did, we're not in good shape anymore.
Remake the multiverse in my image.
I saw his graveyard. I don't care about that.
Let your weak minds crumble.
I don't think he's gonna block. Oh, he is gonna block, okay. It's fine. The devil, unfortunate. And I can't get rid of the land here, so.
My schemes are never ending.
Yep, there goes Thieves Guild. We played against this a couple times. This is a pretty obnoxious deck. It's the same guy, actually, it's Magic Me. Yeah, so that's just game for us. Never coming back from that one. The combination of those Planeswalkers, once they get too high up like that, you're just not going to get back into the game, unfortunately. He had an answer for everything that we played. It was a cool deck, though. I don't know how well that one's going to do either. But it can run board sweeps, obviously, and it's relying on its Planeswalker package, so it may be better than what we have. Generating all of its advantage off Waste Not is a little bit dangerous, but it got us. Not great, but it's doable. A Leyline of Abundance. Lame. I'm not even going to flash into play. I'm just going to mill him there. There's lands. Hopefully that's what he was looking for. Was not. Leaf King. Druid. I can't play anything, unfortunately. I'm not gonna be able to get through. So this is kind of bust. And there's Nissa, so that's gonna be game. Turn 3 Nissa. Always awesome when you hit that. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely not going to be some deck that you're going to change the meta with, but it definitely is fun. And I've always had a soft spot for rogues and fairies, so it's got a lot of what I want in it. I wish I had more flying rogues. I have to go into Grixis to get more flying rogues. It could be a way to go. Game crash? Nope, just not getting a game. I'm making a look real quick, actually, while this is booting, if this actually works. Yes, we have Nightshade Stinger that we could put in. Oh, there. Did not know Bloodthirsty was a rogue. Nocturnal Feeder. But if we go into blue, there's a lot more. Fairy Miscreants, Fairy Duelist, Brazen Borrower. So we may just want to go into blue with this and make it Grixis. Take out the Kroxa and go there. Fairy Vandal, Fairy second turn. I mean, it's not, none of these are amazing. I guess Brazen Borrower is pretty much the only thing that we'd want to play. And maybe like Miscreant. I don't know. We'll look at it later, sorry. Staring at those cards isn't going to help. Trying to see if my mic shuts off again. It's going to go off. I know it. I can feel it. I'm going to look down and I'm going to be talking and there's going to be no sound for any of you. Alright. Turn 3 Nissa. With no removal. Unplayable. Are we going first? We're going second. after we get our mill on, we're gonna Blackguard next. Alright, so we're playing Gobos. I think we're playing Gobos. I might just have to make this an all-in deck here. Prowess, that's fine. He can choose which one he wants to take from us, I guess. I'm just gonna get in for 4. What do we take? A land? Land. He's going for some prowess combo, I guess. Red off the top. Herald's Horn. Choose breach type. Costs 1 less to cast. There's red. That's good for us. I mean, he's had a pretty slow start here, so what is he actually going to get? Another Blackguard is really good. Yeah, Herald's Horn is also something that I've been considering for this deck, but it's kind of slow, man. I think I like Light Up the Stage better just because of the alternative, the spectacle cost. Makes it just that much better. But he's going to discard, yeah, he's going to discard a bunch there if he sticks in this game. Faster. Gotta make it faster somehow. I mean, as much as the Kroxa can take out long games, I just don't think they're fast enough. I think we gotta go with a different rogue. A different rogue instead of him. That gives us 2 spots. We can do the more Tiny Bones. It kind of fills the same role, and it's a 2-drop rogue. But then we get to 6 and use it. Kroxa you can cast from the graveyard. Mind Rot, Una, Kroxa. This is going to be kind of slow here. If I go... Yeah. We want that Una out as fast as possible. But even if we drop her on turn 3... we want to start attacking. I'm just going to put it this way. I think we're going to go Una into Mind Rot. Crazy Green Dragon. He forgot all his A's and he forgot all his vowels. Vowelless man. Auto-Eraser, sure. Yeah, Rankle or Una? I guess you could take Rankle. Una's is actually more... unless he's running board wipes, in which case Una doesn't matter as much. He's gotta take one of these 2. Whatever he doesn't take of these 2, I'm going to cast the other one. Obviously. Yeah. And then, unless he has another discard, we go Mind Rot into Rankle and make him discard a lot of cards. Maybe. He knows that Mind Rot's coming. Yeah. So you take Mind Rot here. Hopefully... I mean, anything at this point would be fine with me. Anything I can cast. Any 1, 2, or 3 drop is fine with me. So we have a lot of options coming up. I'm actually going to cast that at the end of his turn because I can, just in case he's got some shenanigans. Do you have your third Thought Eraser? That's all he's going to do is Thought Eraser me to death. Yeah, it's a good plan. That's what I'm trying to do too. Like if he hits this, and he casts at this, then I can cast him, get the +1/+1 counter. Yeah, we got one of his Thought Erasers. Surveil 2, huh? It's gonna pump him up. Okay. I mean, obviously chumps, right? Okay, he's gonna have to discard 2 cards then. I'm not sure if you read that correctly. Wish those guys were rogues. Human pirate rogue. Okay. And then we follow this up with a Rankle, and he's gonna have to discard everything in his hand. Yeah, Una's Blackguard's a badass card. Okay, Robber of the Rich here. I've got more cards in hand than him, so I think Rankle's a better play. And then yeah, he can jump here, but he's going to have no cards in hand and take 8 damage. So he's got to get a board wipe. It's not a creature, so it doesn't matter. Did he have a Massacre Girl in hand? He did. There's nothing, unless he's got a board wipe here, there's nothing he can do. And even so, we can follow it up with Robber of the Rich or drop Kroxa. Pretty good there. You know, there's that one card, and I forget if it actually creates, if it creates rogues. I know it creates fairies. Create, and it's always how they spell fairy. No, we don't have any of it, but yeah. Yeah, it's just a fairy creature token. If they were fairy rogues, I consider Improbable Alliance. Alright, we got one more in us here, guys, and then you get the gist of the deck. There's obviously some room for everything. There's some room for improvement, I think, but this is just a first draft of it, and it's really fun to play. Kind of out of left field. Again, I'm just playing in the Friday Night Magic tournament, but I think it's got some legs. It just, in its current form, it can get shut down. And the Grixis version of discard may just be better anyway. We've seen that pop up quite a bit, and I'm not sure if that's just because it's Friday Night Magic and everybody has those cards now, or what. We played this guy quite a bit too. We're the only people on. Yeah, this is really good. Thieves into Una, into Duress and Tin Street, and then hopefully refill our hand a little bit. But I'll leave you guys with this last little game here. If there's anything really super important, I'll hop back on and talk about it. But for the most part, that's the deck. Enjoy. Thanks for joining, and hopefully we'll see you next time. All right, I was just going to leave it at that, but I don't know what this guy's doing here. It's obvious that he has not played this deck a lot, I'm guessing. Is he just not going to attack? No, he's going to attack. Okay, so at least he does that. But depending on what happens here, he can get Krenko, Goblin Matron, and whatever else he has in his hand. So ideally, you just make him get rid of everything. So, and then we're throwing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is going to discard 2 cards. I'm actually going to make him discard. I don't want to let him draw here. Do I care about it? I'm going to make him discard again. So he's going to discard his whole hand here. I just get rid of that. And then I can do 3 damage with Liliana. So unless he gets 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so he's got it, unfortunately. But that was pretty close. We were hoping that he didn't get it, and I forgot he had War Chief in play. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining. That's pretty good. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any comments about this deck, or if you're running anything similar. I'm always open to changing them. This will be on YouTube, so it's searchable, way easier. Or you can watch it on Twitch, guys. Always click those subscribe and follow buttons. I appreciate the support. Unfortunately, like I said before, if you guys didn't watch the intro video, I don't have time to do a scheduled stream, so I'm trying to put them up on YouTube so you guys can search them a little bit easier. If there are decks you want me to play, put them in the comments down below, and I'll definitely take a look at them. Thanks, guys.